In this video, I'll go over how internationalization is achieved in OpenMRS Microfrontends using React IE18 Next. Here we see the patient dashboard showing data from widgets that are loaded from the patient chart widgets microfrontend. If we change the language to Spanish and then reload the page, we see that the content of the widgets gets translated to Spanish. This happens because we provided the relevant translation keys and their localized equivalents ahead of time in locale-specific translation files. Here we see the English translations on the left tab and the corresponding Spanish translations on the right tab. Looking at the patient chart widgets microfrontend code, we see that in this conditions overview component, we're importing the use translation hook from React IE18 Next, and then from it, we are deriving the T function. This function accepts a string as the translation key and an optional default value in case the corresponding translation cannot be found in the provided translation files. Notice that the active condition label has not been translated. Let's translate it. We'll wrap the camel case version of the string using the T function and provide the title case version as the optional default value. Heading back to the browser, we'll see that the active conditions label is properly translated. We'll also see that loading up the form, the conditions form rather, shows that translations are working as expected. So we'll set the language back to English by passing an optional query string to the URL. And that wraps up an overview of how internationalization is achieved in OpenMRS Microfrontends.